Good morning, guys. Let's get started. Happy Dasara to all of you. I hope you are able to see my screen.
Yes, Karthik.
Yeah, let's get started. So in the previous class, we looked at the process API enhancement. Can someone tell me what is a process API enhancement? How can I kill the process? How can I know the process details? How can I create a process, etc.? Anyone?
Based on the process side, we can able to comes to know which process is running.
Okay. What is a class or what is the interface method, something?
Process handle and process handle IMPL. There are two, interface and class.
Okay. In the process handle interface, there is a method called off. By
Yes.
calling this off method, we can pass the process ID.
Yes,
Or
correct.
there is another method called all process, which will provide all the running process. Or there is a method called current, which will give you the current process. Okay. So now, so how can I destroy or how can I kill the task? Using the task manager, I'll go to that and click on the end task. But how can I destroy the process using a process API?
Process handler instance dot destroy.
So once you get the process, then we can call the destroy method so that current whatever the process that we have given, that will be destroyed. And that means it will be closed out and it will be removed from the task manager. Okay. How can I create a process? Just think about it.
Process equal to a new process builder. Inside that, the process name we can give whatever we want to start. Dot start.
So whatever what is meant by the process name?
Like Notepad or Eclipse. Notepad.exe we can mention. Eclipse.exe we can mention.
Yeah, whichever the process that we wanted to start, that where the .exe file is present, we have to provide that location, right? So and then we can call the start method so that it is nothing but we are calling the process builder constructor and then calling the start method, which will invoke the process. That means it is starting the process. So this is what we have learned in the previous class, right? Okay, now let's look at the next topic, like factory methods. So if you look at, so this one, like we'll come to the, I'll be explaining this Java platform module system at the end. Like once we complete all of the other things, so then I'll explain this platform module system because we have to create multiple projects and we need to spend around two days or something to understand what is a platform module system. Okay. Now let us look at the factory methods. This topic, like factory method for immutable list. Now, can someone tell me what is a immutability in Java? What is immutability in Java, irrespective of
Can't
topic?
change the state.
Okay.
You can't
Anything?
able to change, modify
Change
it
the
to that
state.
class.
Okay. What are the
State.
example classes?
String
String.
is immutable.
Okay. When I say string is immutable, so string s equal to Karthik, string s equal to Ajay. What happens? What does it mean? Let me write again. And just creating a class. So I'm just asking the questions which you already know. Now, for example, let me take string s equal to Karthik. Okay. Now, s equal to Ajay. Okay. Now, here in this one, now you guys answered that string is a immutable object. Now, what does it mean here? When I do like this, what is the immutability? I'm able to change the S value, correct? Where is the immutability?
No, that we cannot change the object string, any immutable object.
But here, what is happen? What will happen if I write the code? First of all, this code, writing the code like this, is it correct? Line number 6 and 7.
Yes, it is correct.
Okay, then what is meant by the immutability here? By looking at this code, someone can understand that we are changing the S value. But what exactly happening inside?
First, that Karthik one string object will be created, and that reference will be S. In the second line, a new object Ajay will be created, and that reference variable which was pointing previously to Karthik, now it will point to Ajay, and that first object will be lose the reference.
So here, whenever I do,
So in
Yeah, sorry,
in
go
the
ahead.
heap memory, these two reference will be getting created actually. First it will be Karthik and next it will be Ajay. So first Karthik heap memory S will point, and then next when we are declaring it as Ajay, it will point to Ajay. And as S is already pointed to Ajay, the next garbage collection, I think Karthik will be getting deleted, the object reference.
Yeah, that's fine. Only the change is specifically inside a heap. So I am creating an object using a string literal. So if I create an object like this, string is equal to some value, then that is called as a string object creation using a literal. Okay. So whenever you are creating a string literal object, what happens? The memory gets stored in the string constant pool. So this string constant pool is inside the heap memory only. But for literals, the memory gets stored in the string constant pool. What happens first? Karthik will be created like first, and then which is pointing to this one S. Later again, we are saying S equal to Ajay. It does not mean that we are not here. Some people might think that here we are changing the Karthik to Ajay. No, it is not like that. So that is what the immutability means. So once you create an object, the value of the object, you cannot modify it. Okay. So now what happens with Ajay? Another object will be created. Now earlier S is pointing to Karthik. Now that reference will be removed and this will happen. And then this will become an unreferenced object. Unreferenced object will be whenever the garbage collection is running, this unreferenced object will be removed. Okay. So this is what we have learned, like what is the immutability and what is a string. Correct? Yes or no? Now I want to make, so let me create one integer list. Okay. L equal to new array list. Okay. Now here, can I say that this is L is an array list? Yes or no? Now I want to make this list as a immutable. So I'm adding some elements. So I'll add 3 elements. 20, 30, 40. So L is a list which is having a 4 elements. Okay. Now, after adding the 4 elements, I don't want anyone to add or remove the element from this array list. That means now I want to make this L as a immutable list. How can I do? Any guess? Or first of all, do you understand my question?
Yes, Karthik, we understand the question, but we are not.
Little interesting, right? So generally we create a array list to collect the group of objects. That means the purpose of the collection framework is to add or store as many objects as possible. Now what I am saying is I don't want to store as many objects as possible. When I start the collection, I'll add some objects. So later, no one should add the data, no one should delete the data. For example, when this situation comes is in our regular applications, in our projects, on the UI, we can see the January month drop down, correct? In the month drop down, January, February to December, how many months will be there? 12 months. Can I increase that number of months? Is there any possibility?
No.
Can I decrease the number of months?
No.
That means in order to display there from the database, I may get a string and I will add all of those strings into the array list object. I can in the UI, I can display it, correct? That means I can use a list of string, correct? Instead of list of integer, can I say that I can use list of string and then add all the months, month list equal to new array list. Okay. Now, if I say like month list dot add January, like this, like January to December, I will write. Okay. Now, so here, whenever I write January, February, so assume that I am writing January to February and then so on. Okay. And then I'm writing December. Now, so that means I have added 12 months. For time being, I have written all of not written all of this, but I am assume that I am writing all the months. Okay. Now in the month list, how many months are there? 12 will be there. Okay. Now, so here, can anyone add any month to this or can delete any month generally?
Yes.
That means
Yes,
I
yes,
should
you
not
can.
allow anyone to delete. I should not allow anyone to add it. Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Now that means I want to make this month list as an immutable list, so that no one can do anything. Now, so why did I explain this one is, when I say that how can I make the list as an immutable, then you might be asking a question, sir, what is the use? The collection framework is to you collect as many objects as possible, but you are saying that it is immutable. I want you to create a immutable. What is the business scenario or where we can use it? So this is an example where I can use it, correct? So, or you have a frequency, so you have a calendar also, and you in the day Monday to Friday, Monday to Sunday, can you change it? No, right? These are the places where you have to use a collection object, but no one should modify the collection object, correct? So if that is a scenario, then I have to make this list as an immutable. Then so how can I create is the array list synchronized?
No.
No, arrays
How can I make the array list synchronized?
by using collection interface, collection class.
Similarly,
Collection
yeah. Similarly, in the collection class, let us see where is there any method. Are you able to see unmodifiable list? One method. Unmodifiable list. What this method is taking? It is taking a list object. Now returns a unmodifiable value of the list. So what does it mean? Unmodifiable means, can I say that immutability is nothing but unmodifiable only?
Yes.
That means no one can delete, no one can add it. So if I want to convert the collection into a immutable collection, then I can call collections dot unmodifiable list. If I want to do the map, then I can call unmodifiable map. If I want to make the set as immutable, then unmodifiable set, correct? So this is whatever I'm talking about. This is Java 8 only. Okay. That means in the Java 8, so till Java 8, if you want to make a collection as a immutable, then what happens? You have to call this method. Okay. Similarly, now let me call this here also. So here, let me put month list. Now, for example, I have, so now by calling this method, I made the object as an immutable, correct? Now, immutable means you should not allow anyone to modify the structure, correct? So here in the array list, what are the contents? 10, 20, 30, 40. That means no one should be able to delete a object. No one should be able to add a object, correct? Now let us do, after this one, let us do add 50. What happens? I'm trying to add one more element. Let's see what happens. And then in the month list, let me remove one element and see what happens. Hope you are able to follow me, right? Yeah. So now let us run the program. From this line number 20, immediately I will get a runtime exception saying that this operation is not possible. Let us run. Yeah, it is returning this list object. Let me take list L equal to, or else not needed, L equal to. See, am I getting error? Unsupported operation exception, correct? Unmodifiable collection dot add collection dot Java 1067. That means in this class, see here, if you look at here, they're throwing, whenever you are calling the add method, they're calling the unsupported exception. Whenever you're calling the remove method also, they'll throw the unsupported exception. So this is how we can create a immutable collection, correct? Now let me do the same thing, month list here also. Let me comment the above line, that is whenever I'm adding, I'm getting a collection. So that means I cannot modify, I cannot add a new element. Now let us see whether I can delete the existing element. See, here also I am getting unsupported exception, line number, this one. That means I can say that, now can I say that my month list is a immutable object, immutable collection object? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Throughout the project, I can use it. No one can modify it, correct? Even if they are trying to do, they will get some runtime exception, but they cannot modify my data structure. So whenever you have something, so where these can be used is where there are predefined drop downs or predefined status, then you can use these are the collections. Now, in order to make it a collection as a immutable, we are using a method called collections.unmodifiable list. If it is a set, collection.unmodifiable set. If it's a map, collection.unmodifiable map. So this is what happens. How you can create an immutable collection till Java 8. Now let us look at the Java 9. So in the Java 9, you don't need to, you can do this one, or you don't need to do like this also. There is a collection. So in the list interface, we are using a list interface, right? In the list interface, are you able to see one method called off? Overloaded method, correct? It is taking 1 argument, 2 argument, 3 argument. There are many overloaded methods. By looking at this method, so see this one, this off method is taking, what is this 3 dots? I have explained in the previous class. Variable argument. That means how many arguments will it take?
No, not n number of.
Number of
It may
argument,
take
number of-
0, it may take 1, it may take 2, 3, 4, 5, any number, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that means if I use this method, look at here. Returns an unmodifiable list containing an attributary number of elements. That means by calling this method, whenever you call this method, you need to pass some arguments. That means whatever the argument that you pass, it will create an unmodifiable list. After that, no one can add it. Let us look at so here in this list L object, what is I have added 10, 20, 30, 40. Now let me add it. 10, 20, 30, 40. So 4 objects I have added. Now let us take list of integer. Integer. Let me take L1. Now here L1 is a new list. By calling this off method, I have created now. So whenever you call this off method, so whatever the data that we passed it here, it may be 1 argument, 2 argument, 3 argument, 4 argument, because there is a overloaded method. There are n number of overloaded methods by calling this off method. So this is nothing but a variable argument that you are passing. So if whatever the data that you pass with that object, it will create a list, and then no one can add it. No one can modify the behavior later. Now if I do L1 dot add, let me say 60. I will see line number from 14. I will get a unsupported operation exception. See, am I getting, see line number 60? Am I getting the exception unsupported operation? That means, can I say that it is behaving similar to the collection dot unmodifiable list or not? Let us look at remove. 0th index. Let us run the program. See, immutability, same line number. I am getting a unsupported operation exception, correct? Guys, are you able to visualize what is happening here? whatever I am able to do with the unmodifiable list, am I able to perform the same thing with the off method?
Yes, sir.
So similarly, this off method is present in map also. Map dot off. Look at here. See, it is taking a key and value, correct? Now, see, and let us look at the set also. Set dot off. So set dot off. Look at here. It is taking a where arguments and normal arguments as well. So that means in the if you want to create an immutable collection, either it can be a list or set or map. Any of the immutable collection, if you want to create, you can call the off method. By calling the off method, you can pass whatever the data that is there. So with that data, it will create an object. Post that, no one can modify the data structure. That means they cannot add the data, they cannot modify the data. So this is how these are the immutable methods or factory methods that are created in the Java 9.
Sir, all these methods are static methods.
Yeah, let's look at. See, so here, okay, no need to look at here. So list is an interface, correct? Now, with the interface name, you are accessing a method. If should be a default method, what should be the keyword? List dot super dot default method name. But what I'm doing, interface name followed by the method name. Then it should be a static method, correct? As per the knowledge, whatever we have. So let us click that. Yes, you are right. It's a static method. Look at here. So there are many off methods which is overloaded. See, off, see, which is taking a variable argument. These are taking multiple arguments, etc. Any questions, anyone? Is it understood? Shall we go for next topic or any questions, anyone?
Yeah, cut.
So this is a simple topic. I just wanted to spend some time because you wanted to understand what is the immutability in the collection. Okay. Now where we can use it in the project, there are some situations where you cannot modifiable, where there are some drop downs which cannot be modified. Like example, week, days, months, or status, or some internally you are doing some process. There are some steps to complete the process, right? So those are the things which cannot be modified. Then you can use this immutable collection. Done. Now let's go for a next topic. So process API improvements we have completed. Now let's look at the try with resource. Now what is a try with resource? Now, can someone tell me what is a finally block? Try catch finally. What is the use of a finally block?
It will execute in both successful and failure cases.
If I don't write, what happens?
Then nothing will happen. Means if we want to close any connections, we'll write in finally.
Yeah, generally most used example is database
connections.
Yeah. If I don't close it, what will happen? If I don't close the database connection, what will happen?
Resource will be allocated and it's waste of memory.
Yeah. So that means if you start, so in the driver manager.get connection, and then you will write the database code, correct? Once you write the database code, there may be, if you are not closing the database connection, what happens? Continuously you are establishing the database connection, but you are not closing it. That means every time you are not reusing it, you are creating a new one. So obviously it will work for some time. But for example, if the load is full, if around 10,000 or 1 lakh people are accessing your web application, if you are can you create a 10,000 database connections and 1 lakh database connections?
No, connections are very expensive.
At some time, it may create a out of memory error, or something will happen, correct? And then your server will go down. So that is the issue, correct? Now let us look at that. What is that? So here, so whenever in the Java module system, what is the base module that is available for all? Java.base. Okay. Now, whenever you want to create a database connection, so what is the Java package that you will use? Driver manager, connection, result set, where this code is present? In which package?
Not JDK.
Yeah, it is present in JDK only. It is not something else. But which package?
JDBC.
Yeah, JDBC. Is that the package name?
No, it's not the package name.
JDBC is a concept name, Java Database Connectivity, correct? Now, where these JDBC classes are available. So inside the concept is Java Database Connectivity. How do you establish the Java Database Connectivity? First, you will call the driver manager.get connection, then result set, then statement, etc. You will do. All of these are might be interfaces or classes. Where are these present?
Util.SQL, I think.
Is it a util.sql or only java.sql?
Java.SQL.
Java.sql, correct? So now here in the java.base module, are you able to see java.sql package? So first of all, let me go to, I just created a class. Now let me create a method. Inside a main method, I am writing the database code. Okay. Now first, in order to create a connection, can I say that driver manager.get connection? Yes or no? Driver manager dot this class itself is not shown to me, correct? So it is not shown to me means, so let us look at in the java.base module, whether do I have the java.sql package. Here, if the package is available, then only I can access it, correct? See here, java.base module. Are you guys able to see java.sql package? See, it is not there. See, Java is end here. Okay, java.util.zip. So from here JDK has come. That means, so the java.sql package is not present in the java.base module because the reason is, see, rt.jar is divided into different 98 modules. Now, that means whoever is writing the core Java program, do they mandatorily use database connection or is it optional?
No.
Optional.
Optional. That means they want, they will use it, but it is not. For example, whenever you're writing a core Java application, maximum times you will use a collection framework, correct? Array list or map and all, correct?
Yes.
So that's the reason the java.util package is available. Look at here. Java.util package is available, but the java.sql packages may be useful or may not be useful, correct? So that's the reason, like which is not mandatory. Then what they have done from the java.base module, they have removed the java.sql package. Now for the java.sql, they created separate module. If they want to create, see, whoever is wanted to use this database connection, they have to use the java.sql module. I will tell you how to use it, but don't worry. Now let me close. That means I can conclude that in the java.base module, there are some classes and packages, but inside this java.sql package is not available. Is that a fair statement? Yes, no?
Yes, Karthik. Java.sql is not available there.
I hope everyone is understood what I'm trying to say, correct? Others,
Yes,
please. Swati, Suman, Srivalli.
Yes.
Yes, but
Now
No,
let us
please
carefully
repeat
look.
once. Please repeat
So,
once.
so here driver, see here when I'm in the main method, I'm writing this driver manager class. Now let us go to the Java 8. So here, let me write driver manager. Am I getting a compilation error? No, immediately I see, I'm able to see get connection, correct? That means I'm able to see the method name, everything. But here I'm not able to see the suggestions also. That means this class is not available. Where this JDBC classes will be available generally in the java.sql package. But under the java.base, there are many packages are available. Out of this, java.sql is not present. Hence, I'm not able to see the class. Hope you understand the one who asked the question just now. Okay. So now if you look at, see here, there is a module called java.sql, correct? See, are these are under present Java 9 only, under Java SC 9. So these are all the earlier we do not have all of these modules in Java 1.8. Now from 1.9 onwards, you have a modules. That means rt.jar divided into multiple modules. Now can I open this one java.sql and see java.sql? This is a package, yes, which I want. So inside this one, am I able to see connection? Am I able to see driver manager? Correct? Yes or no? No, this is a package I want, correct? So this java.sql package is present in which module? The module name is also same thing, java.sql. Now, can I say that if I want to use a database connection, I have to make use of, in my project, I have to import this module, correct? That means my project needs this java.sql module. By default, every project will have the java.base as a availability. But if you want something different module, in the current scenario, I want java.sql module for my project. Then what should I do? There is a file called module-info.java, correct? So here, which module I want? Which module is required by my project? Java.sql. So you need to use a keyword called requires java.sql. By using this one, if I write like this, then only my project will load the all the classes that are required by this java.sql, correct? Earlier, what used to happen? Whether you need it or don't need it, rt.jar will be there in the build path. And then all those classes under the rt.jar will be loaded. But now, only by default java.base classes will be loaded. If you want externally, then you write whichever the module you want, you have to write like this. Requires that. What is the meaning of this one is, if you remember, whenever we create a project in the Java 9, you will get a file called module-info.java. In the module-info.java, by default, all the projects will have the java.base module. But currently, I want to create a database connection. So that java.sql package is not available in the java.base. It is available in the java.sql module. Now, my project requires java.sql module. Then I have to use a keyword called requires followed by the module name. Now, for example, later I want something else, some other module. Then again, I will write requires whatever the module name. That means you can do multiple requires. So whichever you are keeping, that only will be loaded into the runtime. So now what all the modules will be loaded to my class? Java.base and java.sql. But there are many other things. All those will be loaded? No. Am I reducing the memory? Yes and no?
Yes.
So that is the best advantage of Java 9. So which we will discuss in the modularity, but I'm just trying to explain you guys.
Sir, one
Okay.
question here. Sir, one
Yeah.
question. So we did not import any package like previous versions.
No, see, first of all, in order to import it, you can see, right? See, if you write a private method, even if you try to create an object, will you be able to import that class, private class or something?
No,
First
no.
of all, that whatever you're trying to import, that should be visible. Then only you can import, correct? Now, earlier, without this statement, Java is not able to see this class itself. Now I have done import. Now I have now what I mentioned here in my module-info.java requires java.sql. That means my project requires another module apart from the java.base module. My project will require java.sql module. Now you go to the class and then do control space.
Hello.
See? Just wait.
ఏంటి
Whoever is not speaking, please go on mute. Yeah, thanks. Now, if you look at here, after writing the java.sql, am I able to see the import statement? Let me comment this one.
Yes.
Let me comment this one. So see, this import statement also will give you error, correct? So that means first import statement is needed. Whatever you write the Java code, that is as usual. Okay, there is no change it. But this driver manager is present in a different package. Sorry, different module. So you need that module, then you need to mention. So in Java 8, what used to happen? You don't need to mention anything. By default, all the 5,400 classes will be loaded into your runtime. But here, am I loading all the 5,400 classes?
No.
No.
Only by default java.base will be loaded, and then now whatever the required statements I will provide, those will be loaded, correct? Anything else? No, it will not be loaded. No, that means automatically I am reducing my application memory usage, correct? Which are readed, only those will be required. Now let us come back here. Now driver manager dot get connection. Okay, some URL. Okay, here what do? We give the URL called like JDBC, ODBC, and all, etc. Correct. Now, for time being, let me copy this code from somewhere else, like the database connection. Just give me a minute, guys. I'll just copy the code from somewhere else, and then we can continue. I hope you guys are understanding what am I writing in the module-info.java, right? If you're not clear, let me know. I'll explain again. So there is this I have created in my previous advanced Java classes, this connection. So I'm just taking this code. I'm just taking this method. Let me take the method code and then we'll discuss. This code is nothing, guys, normal. See, first of all, in order to call the what you call, I have to load the driver, correct? This is the first step. I'm loading the class driver, and then I'm creating. So this is the query I want to execute. Okay. Okay. So here, first, this is what we do, right? Driver manager.get connection. This is the first statement. After that, you will create a statement by using a statement and then execute the query. You will get a result set. Now, this entire code you will write in the try, and then at the end you will write a catch. And this is how you write the code, right? Connection. If the connection is not null, then you are closing the connection. If the similarly, if the result statement is not null, now let me keep the statement line outside. Now and then same thing with the result set also, right? Result set rs equal to null. Rs not equal. Now in the, can I say that this is the code that you write in the finally block or not? If the statement is not null, then statement dot close, correct? Guys, let me know, please.
Yes.
Rs not equal to null. So if I don't write this code, what happens? Nothing will happen. Program will execute, but
connections
whenever
are
you,
closed.
Will be
yeah,
open.
collections will not be closed, statement will not be closed. So every time you are creating a new resource, and if the load is becoming more, then your application will be, your server will be down. Okay. Now that means in order to, this finally block will be executed. If there is an exception in this try block, then also it will be executed. If there is no exception also, it will be executed, right? The finally block is something which will be executed every time. Whenever the control comes to this method, okay, then this finally block will be executed. And the finally block is used to close the connections. Okay. Now, can you see a problem here? If the developer is forgetting to write this finally statement, can I say that this is some problem? Is it like whenever I'm writing the code, is it happen that I forgot to write the finally block?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
And
yes.
your lead will do the code review and he will say that write the finally block, correct? That means that
Yes.
will be catched in the code review. But is it happen that your lead also will forget to like if you're not writing this finally block while reviewing, your lead also will miss it, right? He may not tell that write the finally block. That means it's a human mistake. Human mistake can happen, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now I want to have some solution. Whenever I'm calling this, if I'm writing the code like this, then automatically the resource has to be closed. I want that kind of a behavior, correct? If that is there, then without finally block, the resource has to be closed. Then will that be a good option?
Yes.
Yes. So now, so that is nothing but a try with resource. Okay. Now, where this close method, have you guys written the close method? con dot close, statement dot close, rs dot close. Have you guys written?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Where
Yeah.
where you have written this close method? I mean, you're calling the close method, but are you implementing the method functionality of a close
No,
method?
no. We are
That means
calling.
no, this in the connection. So con is what? Connection object. In the connection, let us look at what is, let's click on this. So there is a close method. Where this close method is available, look at here. See, interface connection. And are you able to see auto closable? There is one interface. One connection can extend multiple, so this is a auto closable is also interface. Let us click here. See, auto closable is a interface. Okay. Now in the auto closable interface, what are the abstract methods are there? Close method. That means, so whenever you are, whether you are, instead of this database connection, you can write a buffer reader also, correct? And buffer reader dot close also you will do. Okay. That means there is a there is one interface called auto closable in Java. So which has a close method. Just remember this one. I'll come to this topic little later. Okay. Now, so there may be a problem that the developer may forget to write this finally block. That's where the try with resource has come into the picture. Okay. Now try with resource is not a Java 9 feature. It is already present in Java 7 itself. Okay. Now let us look at what is try with resource. I am taking some other class. Try with resource Java 7. I'm just putting the class name so that you can see the difference. Main method. Now here, if I want to let me same thing. What we are doing, I'm con dot close means connection. Whatever the connection object you are getting, you are closing it, right? So let me copy this statement. Okay. Now if I want to use this one, connection con equal to. Okay. Let us look at or else. So instead of this one, let us look at buffer reader. So because I have to have the database connection, everything. So what I'm doing, I will do the buffer reader. Buffer reader b equal to new. Sorry. Buffer reader, new file reader, and then let me give the path. Let me give some path from my desktop. I'll just give the some path. Okay. Copy, put it here. Now I want to read the file called allotment order. Let me F12 and then I'm just going to my laptop and going to some location. What is this document? It's a PDF, right? .pdf. I just wanted to read this. Okay. In order to do that, I am using a buffer reader. Done. Now buffer reader, it is giving some IO exception. So let's add through. Now, so after writing this one, look at here buffer reader. Look at the buffer reader. Buffer reader is extending from reader. And reader is also implementing closable. Closable internally extending auto closable. That means, can I say that buffer reader also I should close it after my work is done? Can I close this buffer reader content also? Yes or no?
Yes.
So that in order to do that, generally this you will do try, catch, and then finally. In the finally, what do you do? B dot. So let me keep this buffer reader B outside equal to null. Here, let me remove this buffer reader. Let me keep small. B. Okay. B if B not equal to null. If you are not doing the null check, you will get a null pointer exception. So we are doing a null check. Null not equal null B dot. See, automatically I'll see the close method. Why am I able to see the close method? Because buffer reader is implementing internally from the auto closable interface. Similarly, same thing is happening for the this one also, correct? Yeah. So same thing is happening for the driver manager statement. All of those are implementing from the auto closable. Now this is the code that you guys will write. Yes or no? Whenever you're using a buffer reader.
Yes.
So one example is database connection. Another example is buffer reader. There are n number of examples wherever you are using that resource, you need to close the resource. So whenever you're closing, where this close method is present, it is present in the auto closable. That means whatever the class you are using it, whenever you are calling the close method, that means that class should implement the auto closable interface or not.
Implement auto closure.
Yeah, that means in the final block, whenever you call the close method, that means whatever the class that you are creating, it should implement the auto closable interface. Now this is fine, but I will forget to, the developer will forget to write this. That is a problem. Now then this buffer reader will not be closed. Okay. Now in Java 1.7, what is the feature that is created is, so this is a try. Now let me comment this code. This is generally try followed by catch followed by finally. Now if I write the code, the same code, let me copy this and then comment it. Now let me paste this. Okay, now what I will do, I will not write that finally. That is my wish. I don't want to write a finally. Okay, done. But still I want to close the statement after the work. Now what is the one is, see in the try, there is a bracket. Generally we don't keep a bracket, correct? Try followed by bracket we don't keep. So try with resource is nothing but try followed by a bracket, whichever the work that you are doing here, buffer reader. So that you need to write it here. So you remove this one. Buffer reader B equal to. So this is not in Java 9. So this is already available in the Java 8. Maybe some of you guys may not be aware of it, but this is already present in Java 8. Okay. Now let me remove this semicolon. Done. Now if I execute this code, that means now, am I writing the finally block?
No.
Now, but can I keep the close inside this buffer reader? There is a close method. If I am keeping the debugger here, if I am getting the after execution of the data or after execution of the try block, so automatically I haven't not written the finally block. But if I am getting the control here, can I say that automatically it is executing the finally block?
Yes.
Yeah. Now let us look at that. Now here, what is the change? What is a try with resource? Try with resource is nothing but generally we don't write a try with an open bracket, correct? So try with resource is nothing but try followed by the open bracket, and this is nothing but a resource that you are accessing, correct? Buffer reader. If you want to do a driver manager, then that is the resource. So whichever the resource that you are accessing, you need to put that resource here. It can be a driver manager, it can be a statement, it can be a, that means it can be a class, any class that is implementing auto closable interface, that you need to write here. Okay. Now let me write the system.out.println here. Hi. Okay. Now let me write the try debugger here. Now I do not have the finally block. So generally in the final block, what we'll do, I will call the close method. Now I just wanted to check without the finally block, is my close method of a buffer reader is executing or not, correct? Now let me run this program. Sorry, I have run the program, but let me debug the program, correct? See, I'm starting the debugging. I have come here. Okay. Now, if after that, let me do F6. So I do not have any code in the try block. Whatever you want, you can write it like buffer reader dot read the data and all, because I'm not interested in that. Right. I just wanted to learn what is try with resource. So try block is completed. So after the try block, if there is an exception, then only the catch block will be executed. If there is no exception, will the catch block will execute?
No.
No. That means, do I get an exception now? Did I get an exception now? No.
No.
Let's see. If after this catch block, then what is the statement that will execute? Finally block. Now, how do I know whether the finally block will execute? Here I do not write the code. By if I say, the control goes to the close method, can I say that automatically it is calling the close method?
Yes.
Yeah, let us do F6. See, am I going here? What is the class? Buffer reader dot close. That means, see here, generally, finally block, the statement that you guys have provided is, whenever you are using a database connection or anything, any resource to be closed, that code you are writing in the finally block, but the developer may miss it. So now here, can I did I write the finally block?
No.
No. Now which resource I am using, whatever the resource I wanted to use it, and I want to close it automatically, then that resource I will mention in the try block, correct? So here, buffer reader is one resource in which I have the close method. So automatically, after completion of the statement, this close method present in the buffer reader will execute. Look at here. Is it executing? Is it closing? Yes.
Yes.
That means if the developer forgets also, there is no issue now, correct? Now let us, you guys will ask me, sir, this is one class, fine. Let me create one more class. Can this be possible for calling the two classes? Yes, it is possible. Now let me create one class. So that means what kind of a resource you can write here? Any class that is implementing auto closable interface directly or indirectly. Those classes, you can put it in this one. Automatically, the close method will be called. That means automatically it will close the resource and close method will be called. Let me create a class here. Validate, or let me create auto closable example. I'm just creating this some class. Okay. In this class, I'm implementing. So auto closable is an interface. Can I implement it? Any interface in Java you can implement, correct? Guys, yes,
Yes.
no?
Yes.
Now so whenever I am implementing,
Right.
so let me add the unimplement. In the close method, let me write here, sys out close method of, I can write my cleanup code. Generally in the buffer reader, I don't need to bother because the Java creators, they know how to close that buffer reader and all. But this is my class. So I am writing close method of auto closable is called. Okay. Now I want to see here, whenever I write this code, I want to use the object also, this one auto closable. Now what I will do, if there is a multiple resources you want to use, this is one resource. After this, you put a semicolon and then add the next resource. New auto closable example. What is happening? Okay, let me do auto closable A equal to. Okay, now I think it should be a comma. Okay, new statement is missed. What is? Okay, let me write this try block again. Try followed by auto closable A equal to new auto closable. Okay.
I think there was a bracket issue.
Yeah, that is what. So those brackets sometimes we may not be able to find out easily. So that's the reason I am writing again. Buffer reader B equal to new buffer reader new file reader. Okay, and then at the end I need to put a bracket. Okay, let me give this string. Now the error is gone, right? Now here, how many resources are present? Auto closable is that this is a class implemented by me, and this is a by default. Now in my class, do I have a close method? Is this class implementing auto closable? Yes, I have overridden the close method. That means whenever I execute this program, how many resources has to be closed?
Two now.
So one is in the one,
Auto
this
closable.
close method should come. Okay, and another one is in the buffer reader, correct?
Buffer.
Now let us execute the program and see. I'm running the program. See, it is coming to this try. So if I do F6, see, first buffer reader close method is calling. See, is it coming to the auto closable example also?
Yes.
So that means, did I write any finally block?
No.
That means in the try, using the try with resource, is it advantage now?
Yes.
Only the signature that you need to modify is whichever the resource you want to close automatically. That class should implement the auto closable interface. Okay. By default, wherever you are calling the in the finally block, generally you are habituated to call the statement.close, rs.close, connection.close. But have you ever checked whether what is this close method? Where this close method is present? Did any one of you guys checked it? We may not, right? Generally, correct? So that close method is present in the auto closable interface. So this is what a try with resource. Okay. It is already available in the Java 1.7. Now this code, you can put it in the 1.8 environment. It will work. Okay. Now, if you want, let us try once. Copy. And I have a 1.8 project, right? In the same Eclipse. Now the question comes, sir, what is the change that is made, right? I'm coming to that point. Now let me create try with resource. Try with resource. Sorry, let me write the main method. So this is whatever the code I'm writing here. This is a Java 8. Look at here. There is no module-info.java, correct? This is a Java 8 code. Now auto closable is not there. What I will do, auto closable, copy this class and put this class inside it. Done. Okay. Done. So I have saved the code. Now whenever I run the code, let me keep the auto closable, which is present in the Java 8. Let us see, run the program. Let us run the program. See, buffer reader.close is automatically getting called. Okay, because this in the main method, I did not put the debugger. After this, see, it is going to the auto closable. Where this auto closable is present, 0 to Java 8 features. This is Java 8 workspace. That means, see, is the code working in Java 8 also? That means whatever I have explained, it is not a new feature of Java 9, correct? As of now, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now only the change that is made in the Java here. So for example, sir, here, right, creating a variable and then creating a reference is a two time. Generally what we do, create a equal to null and then a equal to this one. Generally this is what we do, correct? Yes or no? We'll initialize the variables, later we will create the object or whatever it is, correct? Okay. Now look at the compilation errors here. So here this is a problem. So whenever you are using a Java 8, in Java 8, then you cannot use a local variables. So that means whatever the variable or whatever the resource that you are creating, you need to create a resource directly in the try block. So this kind of a creating a initialization of a local variables and then later you are reinitializing it may not work. That means you cannot use a reference. Okay, or else then you might say also, sir, why are we creating this big code in the try block? Let me do this one here. Okay, let me do this one. Here. Now this looks neat, right? Say I created a auto closable interface. I created a buffer reader. Done. What I will do, I want to use these two resources. Now, can I keep A comma B here? A semicolon B. If it is possible, then it would be the code would be readability, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
So that means, see, is it allowing my variable reduce resource not allowed here for source level below 9? Correct. So that means this is the limitation in the till Java 8. The try with resource you can work. The difference between an earlier program and this program is in the try, whenever you are using a try with resource till Java 8, whatever the resource you are mentioning, you cannot you directly that resource object you need to create inside this parenthesis. You cannot create a local variable and then use it here, or you can create a object and then use that variable here. That is not possible. So this is not possible in the Java 1.8. Okay. Now let me write the same code in the Java 1.9. Okay. Now same code. Let me okay, what I have already written in the here, right? Let me copy paste that. Try with resource. Okay. And then this here also let me comment this code. Let me comment this code and put it here. See, am I getting any compilation error? Yeah, one error, but what is this? One more bracket is missing. Okay, yeah. Let me keep the bracket there also. Let's see. It's not a bracket issue there, but still we'll get the error. Okay, done. But still I see the compilation error, right? This is not allowed. But if I look at this one, Java 1.7, okay. Yeah. Are you able to see any compilation error here? No. Hope you see the difference between a 1.8 for a try with resource concept. What is the change that is made? So in the 1.9, whatever the resources that you wanted to use, you can create all of those resources directly before calling the try block. And all those resources you can put semicolon separated. Now let me put, if I execute this code, what are the close method should it call? Close method of auto closable example, close method of buffer reader, correct? Let me run the program. See, I just created the resources. Okay. Now there is no exception. So I have gone to the buffer reader close method. Just I'm executing. Done. Again, it will go to the auto closable buffer. See, Java 9 only auto closable close method. That means it is performing the same work, but the only difference is in Java 8. What is the limitation you have? You have to write the code. Okay. Now in what is the limitation here? Whatever the resources that you wanted to use directly, you have to write that resources in the try block. You cannot refer the local variables. But in the Java 9, what you can do, all those resources you can instantiate ahead of the try block, and then you can use those resources here. So it is for the better readability of the code. So which one is easy to read the code? Mentioning like this or mentioning the previous one? That buffer reader auto closable in the try block, which is easy?
This one.
Yeah. So this is a change that is introduced. I hope you guys understand what is try with resource and what is the problem in the till 1.8 and what is we overcome in the 1.9. Yes, no?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
So is the try with resource would be easy, or try catch and finally writing will be easy?
Try with the resource will be easy.
Yeah. So whenever you're using a try with resource and you have a class which is not implementing a auto closable, so can you do any close method of that?
No.
No, we need to implement.
So you need-
We need to make a class and we need to implement it.
Yeah. So by using the try with resource, what will happen is any class that implementing the auto closable interface, then automatically after completion of the catch block and try block, then the code that is present inside the close method will be executed automatically. It can be one resource, it can be 10 resources, it can be 20 resources. All the resources should be implementing the auto closable interface. That is a prerequisite. So once it is implementing, close method of that interface will be called automatically. If it is a predefined classes buffer reader, someone has overridden. If it is an auto closable example, like I have created a class, so I have to override it. So that is the topic here. Any questions?
Karthik, in Java 8 we are using rt.jar file. So
Yes.
in Java 9 no use of the decompiler. No, we can open in Eclipse only. Then.
No. How can you see? Even Java 8 also you can open in Eclipse, not a problem. See, whatever the Eclipse I'm showing it, right? Whenever I click on this, it is going to the source code. So
Yes.
the reason for that is this Eclipse has inbuilt decompiler. So
Okay.
if you, I'll give you this version also later. You can download this one automatically. Some Eclipses are coming nowadays with a default
Decompiler.
what you call decompiler. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter about what. See, let me go to this employee.java. Okay. Now, or else let me go to this auto closable. So here I'm clicking. See, currently in which project I'm Java 8 only, correct? So I'm clicking this auto closable. So am I going to the source code? Yes.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter about the whether Java 8 or 9. This Eclipse is having the inbuilt Java decompiler option.
Okay.
So in order to open, see, if you do not have a decompiler, if you want to see the source code, whether it can be a rt.jar or it can be a module like java.mails module or java.sql module, you need a decompiler only. But I have in my laptop, this version, whatever the Eclipse I'm using, it is so good that it has a inbuilt decompiler facility. Let me ping you this version, see. I think, yeah. So I'm using, I think this is a Neon. This is a version. About Eclipse. Yeah. This version of the Eclipse, if you are using, then automatically, if you download the latest version, automatically it will come. Do you want this one version? Should I ping it?
Yeah, ping it. Actually, I'm using STS.
Okay, STS also fine, like some
Yeah.
will come. Or else what you can do, how to, so even STS also will have a marketplace, right?
Yes, yes.
Here in this one, you can see Eclipse marketplace. Similarly, in the Spring Tool suite also, you have a marketplace. Then you can search for the decompiler and you can install it.
Okay.
Just search for a decompiler. And then click on go. This is for Eclipse. Similarly, there will be some provision in the
Yes,
what
yes.
you call
STS.
Spring Tool suite as well. Yes.
Okay.
So if you look at here installs, like if it is already installed, then that install button will be shown. So I don't have this one, but inbuilt Eclipse is providing.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions, anyone? What is try with resource? What is the limitation of Java 8? I hope this is something new for all of you guys, right? Try with resource. Though it is a 1.8, it's available, but is it, have you heard first time this one?
Yes, yes, Karthik.
So try with resources, it was introduced in Java 1.7 itself, no?
Yes, yes. It is already present in 1.7. That is what I was mentioning. But 1.9, there made a change. What is that made change? You can create a resources outside. You can use it in the local variable declarations of those resources in the try with resource. But in the 1.7, that feasibility is not there. Okay. Now, I hope no questions, guys. Debendra, Harish, Atul, Amol, Liju, Sanjay, Sohini, Swati, Vaibhav, Srivalli. Any questions?
No, sir.
No, Karthik.
If no question, now let's move on to the next topic. So these are the small topic, guys. That's the reason I'm going on. The diamond operator. I won't discuss much completely. I'll give you the information. Okay. what is a diamond operator? Let me tell you the theory of this. Whenever you're creating a list object, okay, list is, so why are we using this one? This is nothing but a diamond operator. This greater than, less than. So here we write integer, string, or employee something, right? Why are we using this one? Can someone tell me? This is called generics, right?
Yeah, for
In order to mention the
class cast
generics, we are
exception.
using this greater than, less than symbol. This greater than, less than symbol are nothing but a diamond operator. Diamond operator is nothing but this greater than, less than. Inside this, you are mentioning this one. This is called generics. So, any idea why are we using this generics?
Class cast exception to avoid the class
Type
cast.
safety. Type safety.
Okay, type safety is one thing. Another thing,
Class cast exception.
typecast, correct?
Yeah.
Typecast issues and type safety issues. So, for those who are not aware, let me give you some introduction. So this is not a 1.9 feature. It is like in 1.2 or 1.3 itself. 1.3 itself, it is available. Generally, if you look at the Java initial version, you don't have this one. If you want to create an array list object, this is how you do. List L equal to new array list. Okay. So if you look at the definition of a collection framework also, it is used to group the multiple objects. Here, whenever you're creating a list object, list L equal to new array list. Here, L dot add, I can do 10. L dot add Karthik. Okay. L dot add 10.325. So here, in this collection framework, like in the L is a list object. In the list object, what kind of objects I'm storing? Can I say that here this is an integer? This is a string. This is a double. Is it a right way of creating an object collection or not? The definition of a collection says that collection is a group. A collection is used to store the group of objects. So it can be different object, it can be same object, but this is the right way, correct? So this is what we used to do in the initial versions of Java till 1.2 or 1.3. I don't remember the exact version. I think till 1.5, I guess. Till
Yes.
1.5, we used to create a object like this. There is no generics. Now in the before 1.5, we used to create like this. But the problem here is, for example, out of this data, let me create the same thing in the Eclipse. I'm just now let me create diamond operator one class. I'm creating a class in the 1.8 feature, 1.8 application. Diamond operator.java. Okay, I just created a class. If I use a main method, so list, I'm not using any generics, list L equal to new array list. Let me remove this generics. Okay, this is what it is present till the 1.5. Okay, there is no generics, nothing. So remove this one. See, it is showing you the warning, correct? See, list is a raw type, reference to generics type should be parameterized. Raw type means you are not mentioning what kind of objects you are storing. So L dot add, I can take 10. L dot add Karthik. Okay. Now L dot add 10.2348. So that means now my list object is accepting integer value, which is line number 11, string value line number 12, double value line number 13. You can create an employee object, department object, any object. So this is an actual list till 1.5. But so now here, assume that this is the code I have written. Now, in order to get the Karthik, what should I do? L dot get of one, correct? Now, if so it is giving me the string object, string s equal to, but I'm getting a error. So I have to do the typecasting string. Okay. I assume that this is the code I have written in my project. Any questions so far? So why am I doing this one? This is a typecasting, correct? Now, for example, in my project, like I have some other person like Vaibhav also is there part of my project. Now Vaibhav coming and writing one more code here, L dot add some new employee. This is the code Vaibhav is writing. So can he write? Yes, he can write, not a problem. Because it's a list object, he wanted to modify the list. Yes, he is writing. But whenever I do this one, at this line number, whenever I execute this program, at the line number 19, will I get a runtime exception or not?
Yes.
Okay, that means earlier at one position, what is the object that is present? String object. But now it since Vaibhav has introduced a code, at one position, what is the object is present? Employee.
Employee.
Now what I will be get exception, employee cannot cast to the string, correct?
Yes.
Now without this line, there is no issue. But with this line, there is a issue, correct? That means if Vaibhav is writing the code, Vaibhav does not know what kind of objects it is allowing. I am not mentioning anything. That means there is no, this is called as type safety. Type safety is nothing but your array list. No one knows what kind of a data your array list is storing. Is it an integer? Is it a double or is it a long, and etc. So that is a type safety issue. Whenever the Vaibhav has introduced a code like this, whatever my existing code will fail, correct? Line number 19 will I get an exception or not? Employee cannot be cast to the string. Yes or no?
Yes, we'll get exception.
Now
Yeah.
this is called type casting, correct? So that means type. Now in this code, am I able to see the type safety issues and type casting issues? Yes or no?
Yes, we can enable.
Yeah, in order to overcome this, what happened is in 1.5, generics has come into the picture. Generics means, see, using this less than greater than symbol, which is a diamond operator, you are mentioning integer. So that means it will accept only, and then you used to mention that here also, correct? Integer. So that means both the place towards the right side and left side of this array list, whenever you're creating an object, you used to mention like this. This is what happens in the 1.5. In the 1.5, this is how you create. Now with this one, what I'm getting a type safety and I'm type casting also. Look at here. So whenever, what is the meaning of by providing the integer? You are saying that this L is a object which is accepting only integers. That means can you add anything else? During the addition itself, if Vaibhav is adding an employee object, he will get a compilation error. So that he will get to know that I can add only integer objects. I cannot add employee. So it is providing the type safety. That means only one type of object you are adding. So whenever you have a type safety, you don't need a type casting also. Look at here. Generally, if I int s equal to L dot get of 0. So if I have to use this L dot get of 0, earlier I used to write type casting, but now I don't need the type casting. So that means introducing this generics and the diamond operator has provided the type safety and type casting, correct? This is till 1.5, guys.
Yes.
This is not something I'm explaining newly. I'm just reiterating what is there till 1.5. Any questions so far?
No, sir.
If you carefully observe, so in 1.5, if you have a 1.5, you can create an object like this. Both the sides you need to mention integer. Okay. Later what happened in 1.7? What happened? This right side integer has been removed like this. Still, they are not getting a compilation error. Look at here. So only one side if you mention, that is fine. So the difference between for the diamond operator in 1.5 and 1.7 is in 1.5 you need to mention this generics both the sides. Okay. Now in 1.7 what is happening? Right side if you remove that is also fine, no problem. So this is a 1.7 feature. Now in 1.9 what happens is, so whenever I'm creating a inner class, or sorry, not inner class, if I am creating an anonymous inner class, at that time I don't need to provide the generics towards the right side. That is a change made in the diamond operator for Java 1.9, which I am going to explain in the further class. I'm just giving you what is the type casting issues, what is the type safety issues overview. In the tomorrow class, we are going to write a program. What is not possible in 1.8 for a diamond operator and what is possible in 1.9, that we are going to look at. And post that, we are also going to look at stream enhancement and the optional class enhancement that we are going to look at in the further class. Any questions so far? So it's a pin drop silence. So I'm assuming that you guys understood it. If you do not, if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and speak or put it in the chat, or you can use a Telegram group, post over question over there. Anything is fine.
Sir, please upload these Java 9 nodes.
If you look at, are you able to look at here? Java 9 notes I have uploaded in the morning itself, 8:55.
In
Just
the
look at the group.
Telegram group, right?
Yes, it is there already.
Okay.
Before the class itself, I have uploaded, and then I also uploaded the Java interview question, Java 8, 9, 11.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll share the, if you guys need the code, I will share this Java 9 code as well. Do you guys need the code, or will you practice it?
At the end of the course, you
Practice.
share with us.
Yeah, at the end of the course, anyways, I will be sharing all this zip, all the code in a zip drive. Again, I'm sharing the notes as well at the end. But in the meantime, every day, if you want to practice, I'm just sending the code. Java
Okay.
9 code. I'll be share at the end of the course, I'll be sharing all Java 8, 9, 11 source code into a zip drive so that you can refer in the future. But for the current interview purpose, if you want to practice now, these are, you can refer to these codes. Okay. If no question, that's all for today, guys. I request you all to please practice it and then come back with any questions. Okay. Yeah. Thank you all. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sir.